Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm gonna throw a quick and dirty DIY on how to change front brake pads on the 4runner, because they're slightly different from the usual job. They're actually very similar to what Cadillac CTSV is and stuff like that, but it's gonna be fairly quick video for you guys. But first thing first, do not stay up all night drinking the night before, because right now even bending down is a job. So make sure you secure it with Harbor Freight's finest. Hopefully they don't collapse. So far they don't have a good track record. Alright, so here's what 4runner 2003 and up brakes look like. Alright, now screw this up a little bit so don't get too messy here. By the way, best wasp killer ever. Works better than actual wasp killer. Strongly recommended. And the smell, whew, just amazing. Alright, there's a couple little tabs over here that you gotta just pull out. Don't lose them. Just little shits over here. And then the pins will just slide out. Like that. I mean, you might have to put a little bit of back into it, but they should slide out, no problems. Alright, now the pads kind of stuck in here, and I mean, they are bad on this thing. They're almost metal on metal at this point. I'm not sure if they're original. I mean, the truck has 140,000 miles, so they could be original Toyota ones. So we'll see. But yeah, they're kind of stuck. Alright, get this guy out. Yeah, as you can see, there's not much left in there, like compared to a new one. Definitely on the low side. And then same way, pull this second guy out. Should be a little bit easier because the rotor is loose now. Boom. So that's pretty much how that's done. And then we're gonna insert the new ones. But before you insert the new ones, you have to make sure to push the calipers back. I'll show you how to do that. So it would be a good time to check your brake fluid. It's not bad. It's fairly clear, so the brake fluid is actually pretty good in this one. I actually usually leave the cap slightly open when I push the pistons back in, just in case so you know, there's less resistance for the overflow. So usually there's all types of fancy brake tools you can get to spread them out, but because the way the design is, the thing that works the best for me is just your good old pliers over here. So what I do, I put some strong tape on them just so it doesn't scratch the crap out of your rotor. And then kind of sneak it in there. Let's see if I can get camera in there for you. And slowly push it in. And then do the same thing on the other side. That way your new pads will actually fit in there. You might have to get somewhat creative. Like, had to use some lever. Just for last one, it was kind of pain in the butt, but you know, as long as you're being creative. Alright, so now let's put some grease on the back of the caliper. Or not caliper, sorry, my bad. On the back of the brake pad. Just a little bit, so no squeakers. Nobody likes a squeaky brake. And now, just gotta pop it in. Too far. There we go. And let's get the front one, whatever it went. Oops. Let's grease this bad boy up too. Just a little bit, don't go crazy. I mean, grease is the last thing you want on your actual discs, so try to be careful. Okay, now we just line them up and put your pins back through them. And then once you put pins back through them, there we go. Pretty much. And make sure to not forget all of the hardware, especially those little retaining clips thingies that go in the back in there. Because without them, you might lose some brakes. And that's the last thing you want to do. Okay, one done. And the second one, so you might have to fight that spring and rip your gloves up a little bit, but once you get it in, you gotta make sure that you little shit. Stay in there. There we go. Once you get it in, don't forget to put your little retainer on. There we go. Should be all set. I don't think it was put on properly first time in there. So maybe from the factory, maybe whatever, but that's how it's supposed to be. Then you snip this wheel back on and go to the other side. And no, I'm not doing it up to torque specs right now. All that's done is when it's back on the ground. I'm actually gonna do it properly, so the wifey and the doggies can be safe, since I'm not the one driving it most of the time. Alright, time to torque this bad boy. Alright my friends, so now just taking it around the block to break in the brakes, and then hey, same color 4runner just turned cool. Break in the brakes because we're gonna go in pretty good downhill from here, and then once they broken in, seated in pretty well, cut off panic stops, and should be good to go. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helped you out. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit thumbs up if it helped you out. Thumbs down if it sucked, and have a good day. Take care. Please support your local animal shelters. Right, Bear Bear? Right, laddie?